Hi, so I'm April McLamb. I am the founder and therapist for Under the Broom Tree, and I want to welcome you to my channel. Today is Friday, and I have donned it Moving Forward Friday, mostly talking about things to help us move forward, help us to just see the bigger picture of certain things, and also understanding the present of what's going on with you now in order to move forward. And a couple of my topics have hit on that. Today, I want to talk about the power of saying no. What I mean by that is understanding certain boundaries in your space. All of us have a certain capacity. Some of it is big, some of it is small, some of it is humongous, and all of it takes practice and time and also understanding yourself, basically knowing your boundaries, where you start, where you end, what can you handle, what can you deal with. I think for me, over the years, I've had to understand my boundaries by just experiences, things that I've been through, things that allowed me to say yes to certain things constantly, and then understanding that I maybe shouldn't have said yes to that because I can't really handle this. But I'm going to do this anyway because my word is important for me. What I've come to realize over the years is that I don't have to say yes to everything. I can say no, especially if it's going to damage my focus, it's going to get in the way of where I'm supposed to be in life, and it's not going to make any kind of impact for anybody. Now, my profession, I am called to be a helper. I went to school to master social work. Did you see that pun? Because I got an MSW. I went to school to master it, to understand it, to learn basically how to help people, to help anybody. But I've learned through this work that I can't help everybody. I'm not Superwoman. Contrary to proper belief, people like to say that I am. We have these name tags called super social worker and powerful and black magic, girl magic, black woman magic, black girls rock. And in different settings, those things are very true. But we have our limits. We have our boundaries of what we're able to do and what we're able to handle. And that doesn't take away from us rocking or having magic or even having power. But I recognize that a lot of my strength has come from Christ. A lot of my strength is having a village of people around me supporting me in order for me to take on big tasks, big missions, and big things. But also having people in my corner letting me know that, April, you need to say no to that. I have people in my life that have mentioned, when I've had financial opportunities, April, remember, all money is not good money. You may not need to say yes to that. All opportunities, all situations may not be good for you. They may cause you more grief than victory. And that is my message to you. A lot of people who are in the helping profession, or your gift is just to help people or help your family, help your loved ones, help your coworkers, help your neighbors, help your coworkers. You want to say yes because you want to be the person to depend on and they can count on you. You also, want to feel needed. I've been there. I like to feel needed. I like to feel like that I'm contributing. But at what cost do we do that? There's a saying that I've heard before: stress can kill you. Sometimes good stress is a part of that. Stress is not always bad. You can really stress yourself out to the point where you're really helping someone. But if you're helping someone to the point where it's breaking your time and your peace and your energy, is that really helping? You know, a lot of times we don't think about at what cost that we pay when we say yes. But I also want to impress upon you, what would it mean if you did say no? Would it mean that you disappointed somebody? Or would it mean that you said no to them and yes to yourself for your own peace of mind? There was a moment in my life where I felt like I couldn't say no. But then when I realized, when I kept saying yes and I kept saying yes, that it drew something in me that caused me to have a chip on my shoulder. It made me so very angry. I got migraines. I had short tempers. I was yelling for no reason, not understanding fully why, when I realized that I had taken on too much because I had went past my own boundaries, and I recognized that I went past the capacity of what responsibility that I could deal with. And I had to start saying no, declining certain things, and telling people that I really loved and truly were close with that I cannot accept this, I cannot do this, and I can't be in partnership with you. Because in the end, I foresee it really hurting me. And I think a part of why some people have a problem saying no, because we're fearful of dealing with the conflict. Having conflict is healthy. It's all about in the way that you do it. Your tone of voice, sticking to your truth. When you're saying no to someone, you're telling them the truth about something. And they may not need the explanation at that moment, but you know why. And in certain capacities, you may explain why you're saying no. And then there are certain capacities you don't have to explain or justify yourself. You said no, and that should be the end of it. So my message to you today is saying no can actually help you move forward. Saying no is self-care. Saying no is recognizing that you respect yourself and your boundaries and your capacity, and that person will be better off for the sake of you are saying no. Because they never know. They may come back or they may not come back. But you've saved yourself a lot of headache and grief from saying yes when you really meant no. When I was growing up, my father always said to me, mean what you say. Say what you mean. And so I impress upon you, if you mean no, say it. Don't say yes so that you can satisfy another person, because that's not really being honest with yourself or that other person. The power of saying no is saying yes to you. Revel on that a little bit. Let me know what you think in the comments. Subscribe to my channel. Let me know how you feel. And if you want to talk further with me, I'm here. We're open to you. I have a website at www.underthebroomtree.com. We are available, and we can walk you through together on how to say no. Be blessed. Happy Friday. And don't forget, move forward. Peace.